Hello, hello. This is Blue coming to you live from the Roman Colosseum. And today we have another addition to our Angers Top 16 interviews. One of the only two top Sigismar and Wingspan players, ViktorTCG. We get to talk about his interesting take on the popular Ortis hero deck, as well as his hope to get more Italian players involved with Altered. As always, if you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment so I know. And now, on to the good stuff. Today with us, we have ViktorTCG, one of the top 16 players who played Sigismar, and the first and largest major altered event in France that included over 1,000 participants. So, getting right into it, thanks for joining us today. And starting off, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone a bit about how you got into Altered.
Hello everyone, I'm Victor or Vittorio in Italian. I'm an Italian boy. I'm an informatic engineer, and I'm an informatic teacher also. And I love so much playing a card game. I started with Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, Gwent, and Keyforge, and finally Aldred. And I the I inf oh, sorry. The Altered I discovered Altered when a friend that loves so much tabletop games and card games, he told me, "Vittorio, try this game with me." And so we printed out a Bravos deck and an Axiom deck as a starter, and we tried the game, and I love it so much. And my friend dropped it. He told me, "No, no, I can't spend money on this game because he understood that that it was a bit expensive." So I keep it to play. On February, I pledged a bit of money, of course, and I love it so much. So why I love Altered because I'm living in a small town where I can't play any store local anything. Even Magic, there is no Magic. If I have to drove like 1 hour to play Magic the Gathering or other games, but the fact that you can play physical and digital, that was the game changing for me. So Altered is the best game for that reason. Yeah. So
Nice.
that yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool to hear that because I know it was like one of the big reasons that I got into the game as well. I just really like the digital aspect. I mean, it's fun to get into and play in person, obviously, but the idea that you can have that digital aspect always there if you want to play it, especially if you live somewhere remote or a small town or something like that, it makes it a lot better for everyone, I imagine. So it's cool to hear that it's reaching you in that aspect in general. And then
Yeah,
going
yeah.
into my next question, I mean, the event in France obviously was a big one, right? Originally, it was supposed to be a smaller, like 64, 128 player side event, with Lorcana being the main focus for the event.
Oh.
But it definitely got a lot larger, right? Over 1,000 players in one day. Um, if you can, just like tell us what your experience was like being at the event compared to other things. I know you mentioned you typically don't get to go out to do bigger things overall.
Yeah.
What was it like just for everyone who couldn't make it, I guess?
Well, first of all, I will share you that thing that I wanted to participate to this event even when it was 64 people, but they increased the size to 254, and a friend of mine, a French guy, told me, "Buy the ticket, buy the ticket." I was lazy and I didn't buy it, and the ticket, of course. And so I was so sad. But when they announced that they increased the size of the tournament, I was so happy that I instantly bought the ticket. I shared it on the Telegram, Italian Telegram of Alfred. And I told to everyone, "Come with me, come with me." Nobody wanted to come. Just two guys. So I was happy. And yeah, about your question about the sides, I participated to Keyforge events like 400 people. I went to Spain. I went to, in very different cities. So I did some big events. but that event was very, way too big because the largest was 400, so 1000 was so big. So, but honestly, the feeling of 1000 is not so. It's so nearly to the event of 100 people. What I mean that it is crowded, but I don't feel the 100 or 1000. It's this. It's like the same. It's so strange. Maybe because we are so tight, and so it's so strange about it. So that was the feeling. It was crowded, but not so much. I mean, I didn't see. I didn't saw the difference. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine it was especially with like the online aspect, it was nice to potentially like meet up with like friends that you're not typically around kind of thing. Especially if they enter.
Yeah.
You mentioned you had like a French friend that was going to it, right? So
Yeah, sadly he was there, but for the French people, it was very very hard to reach Angers. I
mhm.
mean, I traveled like 12 hours to reach Angers, and so it was so much. I didn't spend so much, but a lot of people try to find. Was very hard for Paris people from Paris, French people, of course, from from Paris. Very hard to reach the city, and a lot of people traveled one day just to do this event. Was not very connected, honestly. That was a bit a shame, of course. Yeah.
Okay, cool. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, obviously with so many people playing at the event and Altered being
Yeah.
a relatively new game, I've been telling people that I was impressed with how well it was run, or from a viewer perspective. I mean, it was nice just to being able to see like two streams, one in French, one in English, kind of thing. I was happy they were able to do that. Obviously, not the most professional thing, right? But at least they did it compared to like other events I've seen. But how is it for you as a player, and are there any things that you'd like to see changed for future events?
Yeah, for that particular event, they promised like 30 minutes of each round, and at the end was like 1 hour or more. So was very very stressful to wait. Fortunately, I was with my friends, so we just chatting, we were screaming. I think that the people understood that we were Italians because every time we shouting, laughing so much. So I think that they knew that we were Italians. So um, yeah, that aspect I didn't like so much because instead of finish at 6 o'clock, we finished like at 8 o'clock or more maybe, and that was a bit a shame. Yeah, I was a bit sad because I bring it a deck, a very easy deck, and every time I'm just closing the game after 15 minutes. So I was like every time waiting 1 hour for every game. So in this case, maybe I could bring a tougher deck if I had more time to rest, of course. And so they changed it to the fact that in top 16 instead of best of three was best of one. That fact a bit annoyed me. So that maybe it was better if the event, if with a big number, it was better with 2 days a 2 day event, and or maybe yeah, 2 days event was the best, of course. And the cut 16 people is very very low for 100 people, so maybe increase the cut like 32 or 64. Yeah, but the problem was the time that was running, and a bit aspect that didn't like is that they knew that I was on top, and nobody asked me to go on downstairs because I mean I'm the Italian, and nobody worried about the guy, the foreign guy that to call me and go back and go downstairs to play because the for because I don't know if people knows that, but we played on the top floor, the Swiss, and then we played the top 16 on the downstairs on the floor floor plane. I don't know. Okay. So that's a bit. I mean, I talked with the referee, the judges, and they always tell me everything. They were very kind, very polite. But just an eye for the foreign people. I mean, I know that we were. I a bit maybe I'm asking too much, I know, but okay. But that just these two or three things that I didn't like so much. But I mean, the event was very big, and it's understandable that something can't go. Can not, it's normal that something doesn't go well. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and honestly, the main thing I think is that they take input from players for like future events, especially since this wasn't like a official ran by the developer type of event, right? Um,
yeah,
so if they can take the input and make it better, I think the things you mentioned as far as multiple days, obviously with that many players, it's going to make more sense. Have a Swiss day, have a top cut day, and then having an increase set up for the top cut. I've actually talked to other players and they mentioned that they would prefer that as well, especially with that many players, right? Just to give more people the chance to
yeah.
play. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, I mean, but past that, is there what were your favorite things about the event from a competitive level or just being there, I guess?
Oh, for example, the prize events were very great because paying 25 bucks euros, uh, you are just buying the products back. So it was amazing. I mean, maybe for the top the prices were low, but I mean it's not true. It were very high because with 25 euros you have to pay the building. The people, the judges, etc. And then we had also a lot of prizes. So I think that the prizes were very good. That was my best thing of the event. Plus, of course, doing creating an event with the 1,000 people is amazing. I mean, the feeling is great, of course, because you can play all the day with the game that you love. So that is fantastic for me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just being part of an event that big, and especially like the first event, right, has to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then making it there, and so like that gets into my next question a little bit as far as the actual competition. What was the experience like making it past the Swiss and into the top 16? Like, were you expecting to do that well? Did you have other decks you were planning to play? Uh, yeah.
Well, well, yeah. My experience is, what can I say? I mean, the experience was great, of course, about playing every game with very polite people, very friendly people. Everyone was very kind, and every time I was finding an opponent, the first question was, "Hello, I'm Vittorio. Can you speak English?" And they always, yes, or not so much. And then maybe the guy next to me say, I can help you to translate if you want, don't worry. So they always helped us to communicate maybe if someone doesn't if we don't understand each other. And a lot of times I was going to tell to other people, well, if you don't understand me, we can talk with cards, so don't worry. I mean, well, the cards talks, of course, and the game is very easy, very deep but easy. So and a friend of mine created a vlog. I created also a vlog, but he recorded my reaction when I discovered that I was on the top 16. I was 11th position, and I was very happy. I shouted, and it is a big joy. It is very big joy, and yeah, I did I did a draw on the last turn because the other guy told me, "Look, if we call a draw, we can go in the top 16." I trusted him because no, they were good, all good people. I was on table 5, so I thought that if I play and I lose, I go on top 16 anyway. If I draw, I'm automatically inside the top 16. So I just wanted to recover energy. And yeah, but sadly, sorry if I go back for your last question, but I didn't find. They didn't think about that we did late. So when I tried to buy something to eat, I didn't find nothing. So that was a bit awkward because I was starving, and maybe I had to. Yeah, for the next time, maybe I have to bring more food. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, yeah, I my experience for the Swiss was very perfect. Very good people, and every game, every winning game was every time. The stick was every time higher, but the people were always friendly, and it was very good to play
Yeah,
with
no,
them.
it's good to hear. I've actually been hearing a lot as far as like the community members and how everyone was really like fun to talk to type of thing. So it's cool to hear that from multiple people that the community that's building is one that's not like toxic or something like that, right? So like being
Yeah.
jerks for no reason type of thing. But yeah, I mean, with that though, Sigismar, is that the hero you were always going to go into the tournament with, or were you thinking about something else?
Yeah, good question. Yeah, honestly I wanted to play Waru because I have a three very I have three very good uniques. Very good uniques for Waru. Also, I have a unique that counter Waru also. It's okay. I don't go in deep, but anyway, the two uniques were very good. But the problem was that I didn't want to play Waru because I thought that the rounds were very short, 30 minutes, and I was going in burnout. Or maybe I was going mad with with my mind because too much rounds was. I knew that it was like 9 rounds and then 10 rounds, so total. So I thought, no, I can play Waru because maybe on round 8 I'm going to do some mistake, and then I will regret it so much. So I thought, no, I have to play Sigismar because it's easy, and then I can rest. So that is the I wanted to play Waru, of course, but that the reason behind I didn't play it. If I have to go back, of course, I would play Waru because I knew that I have a lot of time so to rest, so I could avoid any mistake, any yeah. So
Yeah, I know you mentioned that you ended up playing almost too fast with Sigismar, right? Or you had too much time in between
yeah,
your Swiss rounds. So it's
a lot.
interesting to hear that. Right there. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, no, I get that, and I think a lot of people, especially after the event, and you saw that how many Warus did well, kind of thing, that people are thinking like, ah, maybe I should have done it. But no, it makes sense. And it gets to the next
yeah.
thing of like most of the top 16 deck lists have been released. I think they posted a whole thing about it actually. And so based on your experience and like looking back at your matches, do you think there's anything you'd change or anything that surprised you?
Yeah, it's a bit sad, but Waru. But I will talk again about Waru because the Waru list that I found were very interesting because I was playing. I wanted to bring a Waru list that was very EV cost, and I found a very aggressive Waru. So the war list that they bring it is not very hard to think, and so that list, this kind of list, I like it a lot because it is easier to play. You have to think less, I think. So that war list very surprised me. Yeah. So after the day after, I started to play again with Waru with my very good uniques, and I did some changes like I saw from the winner and from the other players of Waru. And another thing about Waru, I thought that I think that playing 10 games you have to find consistency, finding at least one Robin Hood. You don't always draw Robin Hood, of course. So the list that the other guys bring it is very good because you can rely on other cards and not only on Robin Hood. Because you have two planes. One is Robin Hood that you chain Robin Hood with Sleeping, Sandman, etc. And the other plane is I'm a Waru with the good cards from Ordis that can be aggressive. I can take lines easily. So that is very, very good deck. Waru is very good for that reason also because you have a game changing card like Robin Hood and the other card that can take line advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of people are. I mean, Waru and Robin Hood are a big talking point right now in the Discord and just about everywhere, right? So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. One thing I did want to ask you about your
Yeah.
deck list specifically with Sigismar. You're one of the only two that made the top 16, right? But your deck list was different than I think what a lot of people have seen before. Specifically, the things that stand out just from me looking at it, and I think a few other people when we did a review of it, was the one Kraken and then some Grand Endeavors, right? So, what was the thought process behind that?
Yeah. So the whole deck was like I want to put some tech cards to win against some matchup. So the Kraken was to defeat Axiom decks and maybe to defeat some Sigismar decks. Maybe because I know that maybe they can put on the mana sticky note, so I can play the Kraken. So the Kraken was for that. And the Grand Endeavor was to defeat some decks like Afanas or well Muna or Bravos. That was a touch card for that decks. And also my deck was a big I had a big little combo that I have the 10% to do it is like playing two ramp for permanence and playing the Grand Endeavor on turn 2
Mm,
because I run six discount for permanent, three uniques and three foundry. I don't know. I don't remember the name. The rare card at the discount.
mhm.
Anyway, I did top 16. I don't remember card's name because
Yeah,
it's a foundry, but it's a
yeah,
foundry. But
yeah. The mechanic with the quick effect. Yeah, Foundry
yeah,
mechanic.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Too much foundry, foundry armor, foundry mechanic. They could
Yeah.
change it.
No, it's cool.
Anyway, so yeah, so that was my little combo that I wanted to create. That maybe I thought I can do. I have 10% to do it. Maybe on 10 games I can do one time. I can win the game. But I didn't. I never. I played two times Grand Endeavor. One time I lost, and the other time I won. So okay, I won against Muna and I lost against another Sigismar because they they removed it, and they had also the one drop to win a lane back, and I lost the game for that. Uh,
Yeah. No, it was just cool to see though. Like I was expecting like everything to be so much more aggro, and then to see those additional permits and even a Kraken in the Sigismar deck was pretty cool. So I had to ask you about it overall.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
of course.
but I mean, other than like the top 16, was there anything like a specific hero or match in particular that stood out to you as the most difficult?
Yeah, I was prepared to play against Waru, so I was not. I was fine against Maru, but on the last round,
Mhm.
I played against this guy Gilles, and he was very good player, and he didn't throw any Robin Hood, But I was very very difficult to win against him because every time I did the perfect move to block me, to starve my resources. He drew a lot. He played like a three at tourney, so that matchup was a yeah, I mean, was a bit difficult. And then another one was against Basira, because against this Basira guy, I was like winning. I was one lane to win, and I don't know how he did the two lanes and he did a great comeback. And there was like, no, I lost. Because when you are so ahead and then the people do a comeback, you know that maybe you will lose. And then I won just because I top decked a sabotage and the heaven warrior, and we were at the last phase, the arena. I don't know how do we call it
Yeah, it's
when
arena.
the heroes, yeah, arena. Okay,
Mm.
we were in the arena. I drew a sabotage and heaven warrior, and so I sabotaged the card in the reserve, and the heaven warrior is a very big guy, so I won the game for that reason. Otherwise, and they drew like a removal that they didn't could play. So that's Vazira and Waru were very very hard to to defeat,
Yeah,
strangely,
for sure. No,
but
it's cool to hear asking that question for a few different people on their most difficult matches, and it seems like it's always a hero that you don't expect sometimes. So
yeah.
I had asked Nadir, the warrior who ended up getting in the finals, right? And he said his hardest match was in Sadi in his first round. Uh,
Ooh,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
Cool.
So that was interesting. So it's cool to hear that Bravos isn't entirely left out, even though they don't make top 16. At least
Yeah,
they're making it difficult for you guys, right? So
yeah, a lot, a lot.
yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
you said
cool.
too much.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, last question for you is, do you have any advice to those like looking to play competitively or replicate your success on such a large stage?
Yeah, so for Italian players, follow ViktorTCG on YouTube channel. For yeah, because I speak Italian. For the foreign people, I can just say, guys, just play board game arena a lot. Play, play, play. The only way to improve yourself is playing, 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 and ask advice. Don't worry to ask advice to other people and say, but do you think that I did well or no? Why what I'm doing bad? So ask people. The only way to improve is asking, and it's not very. Sometimes people don't ask because they are shy or have something, I don't know the word correct. Anyway, so guys, just ask, 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 and play, play, play. Just that.
Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, it's the big thing is like if you can always get more people in your local area to play more, right? Like you help get like more Italians involved on your end, and I'm trying to get as many people in North America involved because it's just not as big over here yet. So glad you
Oh,
came on to be
okay.
able to talk about it yet. So, but yeah, other than that, what are your future plans as far as Altered is concerned? Just keep on playing BGA, some future events possibly?
Yeah, I honestly I wanted to play again on Paris. There is a big event, but the plane tickets cost too much. And if Ludtrotter buy me the ticket for the airplane, I can come. Yeah, it's like 200 euros just to fly on one way. It's too much. I paid 20 euros the last to go there, and now it's 10,000, 10 times, 10 times more. I mean, too much. And but next month there is a tournament with 64 people on Ravenna, a city in the middle of Italy, and it is I mean a big tournament on the next month. And there is another event that maybe I should not tell to anyone, but will tell now on the 8th of February, when the release of the second expansion of Altered on Florence will be a big tournament with 124 people. So I am attending that also. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I will try to go For the short distance, I will go to some local event, of course. Maybe this Sunday I drove like 1 hour and a half, and I go to play with some friends. So yeah, I mean I will go to some local, of course, just to play and just improve and meet people. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, sounds good though. I mean, then you hear it here first. If Ludtrotter is still and they want to fly you out, just get his contact info. He's around. Um, past that, I mean, that's all the questions I had for you. Did you have any shout outs or any plugs? I know you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Like I said before, I have a YouTube channel, but yeah, it is a ViktorTCG. I had to change. Before it was my name and surname, but I started to teach it to young guys, young girls. So I had to change it because otherwise they can find me, and I don't want that my students find me. So I had to change the name. Sadly, I want just my name and surname, but okay, it's okay. So just that. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much that you called me. I love it. I love
Yeah,
that
no,
you. I love
definitely.
your questions.
Yeah, no,
Very very
definitely.
interesting.
Thanks for getting on. It was difficult finding you as one of the Sigismar players initially until they posted stuff. So I was happy I was able to find you on the Discord and be able to reach out just to be able to see your deck list, but also get to talk to you a little bit and get your experience. First Italian player that I've been able to talk to, definitely. So it's great seeing like the different thought processes from different players overall. So big Sigismar fan. I'm glad you didn't go Waru for the event. Appreciate that. Um, but yeah, other
Yeah.
than that, thanks for hopping on, and that'll be it. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to see stuff in the future, and talk to you later.